Okay, this is going to be the second time recording this because apparently I didn't set it long enough. Here we go. This is first drawing is a comic I made about superhero maintenance men because I am a maintenance man and I just thought it would be awesome to see superhero maintenance men, just dealing with common everyday broken stuff and how over the top it would be. I think it turned out pretty good, but unfortunately it was not long lasting. I didn't didn't stick to it. I have a problem with focusing and finishing finishing projects. Anyway, this is the second page. As you can see, I didn't finish it, but anyway, I liked how it turned out, and some of it's actually kind of funny if you can read all the balloons in there. You probably have to pause it and zoom in or something. But yeah, it turned out pretty neat. I wish I would have done more. Oh, here's my fat happy dragon. I see fat happy dragons most of the time. Actually, he doesn't look very happy, does he? But he's fat. I like fat dragons. Anyway, I just drew him. I think I drew him in a bar. I'm not really sure. Uh, anyway, the reason I'm re-recording this is because I did not have the link set properly for the video uh, uh, for my recording, and it only recorded like 5 minutes. As you'll see, I like robots. I draw a lot of them, and I also like detail. Oh, I love detail. I went a little overboard on this one, but I still like it because you keep looking at it and you keep looking at it and you find new things. So I love really detailed drawings. Uh, I don't know, it gives me a happy, and I like how this one turned out. It turned out pretty good. Look at the nice chrome shading. Cheap chrome shading. Oh, the hand. If any of you guys have watched my tutorials, you know how much I hate drawing hands. They are so hard. But that one's actually my hand. It's left, so you can see I was holding the left in place and drawing with the right. And my hand's not that muscular, and I can't shoot little pieces of lightning from it. But it is my left hand. And the little shading thing I did at the edges, I just left out. I just shaded in and left out spaces to make the little light source. It was pretty cool. This one turned out really neat. I wanted to try a different style of shading with a really strong cast shadow. I wanted the cast shadow to just make everything one solid color, and it turned out really good. This is something I've used a couple times since I drew this. And also, if you hold it up to the light, you'll see a pentagram and his eyes drawn in, which I drew on the back of the paper. I didn't get a picture of that, but because it just wouldn't come out right. Dot matrices. When you draw a picture with nothing but dots, it takes a long time. It takes a long time, and your pen doesn't like it very much. But anyway, all of these are dots. If you see lines in there, they're actually made by a bunch of dots in a row. Uh, it's a pretty neat way to do a drawing. You get something completely different than you normally would. But yeah, still, it's a pain in the butt. Okay, some guy in a Waffle House actually challenged me to draw a creature with an eyeball that wraps all the way around his head. And honestly, this is the only way I could think of to do it. But I drew it in like 5 or 10 minutes. It actually came out quick. I liked how it turned out. Uh, Drawing these pictures in big like this, because that's an 8.5 by 11 piece of paper, really makes it a lot easier to put detail in it. And I think I'm going to have to do more of that in my electronic drawings. This is one of the characters. It's a practice sketch for one of the characters in the comic book. Uh, I thought he would. Well, you have to practice your characters before you draw them repeatedly. You have to know their ins and outs, the way they move, so you draw them in a bunch of different positions and stuff. And if they start turning out good, you go ahead and finish the drawing. And this is one of the ones that turned out really good, except for that right hand there. I really don't like that right hand. Another dot matrix. I really like how this one turned out. This is my favorite of the dot matrices. It might be one of my favorite pictures in the whole collection here. Uh, it's just because it turned out so good. And I mean, if I were to get a tattoo, I think that's what I would want. But I'm not sure they could tattoo in dot matrix. That might even suck. They slow down the needle or something. Oh god. This turned out really well. I went for a sideboard and put all of the electronic parts and stuff on the right hand side so I could make it look like it was in a different dimension. And then I decided to put a broken hand in the other dimension. I think it turned out really well, especially the robotic parts. Man, those look nice. Uh, it's also one of my favorites, easily. Dot matrix. This is probably my least favorite dot matrix because you can't see the belly of the dragon. You can't tell if he's a fat dragon or not, and he doesn't look happy. So not fat, not happy, not one of my favorite dragons. Plus, it didn't turn out as well as I'd hoped, and it took the longest time to make out of all of them, just because of all the detail in the dragon. And yeah, didn't like this one. Didn't like how it turned out, but it's better. Better than what? I don't know. Anyway, here's one of my collages. Some days you just want to draw, but you're not really sure what you want to draw. So this is kind of unstructured. You just draw whatever fits in the space, whatever pops into your head, and you continue the picture. And for some reason, I put all this on the ice cream cone. I don't know why. But it does fit nicely on an ice cream cone, and it even looks like stuff is dripping off the side. I drew this in a bar. I'm not really sure if I like it too much. It's not one of my favorites. Actually, I think I drew it. I was sitting by myself in a bar, and you buy drinks for a lady, and if you have your drawing pad out, they wonder what you're drawing. I think you're drawing them, and they come over, and it's a conversation breaker. That's pretty much what I did. A lot of these are bar drawings. Oh yeah. This one, I had an idea for a comic book about indestructible pets. And so people treated the indestructible pets really badly. And while they weren't hurt by the punishment, they were hurt by the aggressive attitude towards them, and emotionally it made them very sad. And then it made them angry, and then they revolted, and they're indestructible. So that was kind of neat. They'd have to really team up and pile on you to kill you, I would think. Here I was just practicing with a texture shade, and I like things being blown away, apparently. I like things disappearing into the dust. In this case, it's initiated by a flower. I used blue ink on the flower in his eyes. How technical is that? Yeah, I went for the real technical aspect on this drawing. This one's kind of deep, guys. This one's, you think it's a robot with a human hand. And you think about life, you go through day in and day out, and you have, you do the same things over and over again mechanically. You eat, you sleep, you go to the bathroom. So I was thinking, what in your daily actions sets you apart from, a robot? And it's your ability to create, to make new things. I think that's kind of neat. Conceptualize. Speaking of conceptualize, I don't know what the fuck this is. Oh crap, I cussed. Now I'm gonna have to put a warning at the beginning. Anyway, yeah, I'm not really sure why I drew this. Why I thought a face made of fabric would be interesting. But yeah, it's a face made of fabric. I don't know. Yeah, no excuse. Okay, this is another character drawing for a character I was going to use in a comic that I've never written. I've said that a lot, haven't I? Anyway, he was for Benson series, which I actually thought about drawing on the internet as an ongoing thing, just to draw the comic book a little bit by little bit, and you guys can see how it comes out. But yeah, so he may come back. He may actually be in the comic book one day. Okay, my boss was teaching a plumbing class, and he wanted some schematics. So I drew this is a bisection of a toilet. On the left there, that's a Fluidmaster 400A ball cock with a toilet handle, and of course the standard flapper chain going up, tank bolts and stuff like that. Yeah, it's pretty standard. I didn't like how the ball cock turned out. I think this is all freehand, guys. I don't use rulers or anything. I only freehand. So Yeah, I didn't like how that turned out. Now, the ball cock pulled apart here, that turned out pretty well. I like this. Uh, I knew what a ball cock looked like inside and out. Now, basically, I took one apart and drew each of the fittings in place, even though I knew what it is. By the way, that washer right under the cap sometimes gets grit in it, and it won't stop running. So a lot of times, if your toilet won't stop running, cut off the water, take that apart, clean out that little rubber washer underneath the cap, and put it back together. Little plumbing tip. Here's another one of my collages. I'm not really sure what's going on with that, but I didn't finish it. You can see some of the unfinished stuff down at the bottom right. I really would have liked to see this full because it looks like it was turning out really good. A full page of this nonsense. I have a few that are finished with full pages, but I can't find them. You know, I've lost so many drawings. Well, this is about it. I appreciate you guys watching. I hope you enjoyed my old drawings that were still good back when I practiced a lot and drew a lot. Uh, I've lost touch with that since because I've had to, keeping up with the books, which are for sale, by the way, on Amazon.com. The links are in the description below. And I'm writing the next book, and it's just time is hard to come by. Uh, so I haven't had a chance to practice a lot. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this. I'll see you guys next time.